Greetings! As many of you probably already know, Joel, also known as Madmole, released a new Alpha 17 video, which is a day one gameplay of the new build. And as always happens on the net, the cries were loud both for and against, and maybe more against, unfortunately. So rather than do an in-depth review of each and everything that Madmole might have said, done, clicked, succeeded or failed, this is going to be 5 good things in the new Alpha 17 build. If you agree with these, leave me a like. If you disagree, comment below, tell me what other or better things you picked up in the video. So one thing I noticed was that the graphics do look and seem to work better. Maybe it's part of the new lighting, maybe it's the new HD textures, redone textures, but there's also new blocks and the zombies do seem to look better. And I like that, you have the ovens, you have lamps, flashlights, different placeables that you can put in. I even saw a microwave oven. And another cool thing is that for some of them, they're going to be open to show that they've already been looted, so there's no point to loot them. I think that's really cool.
And we've updated the graphics engine to use PBR textures. So any you graphics nuts out there, that means roughness, metallic, instead of just a specular texture. And so some stuff is redone, and some stuff is still old school. So not everything matches, but it's coming together. For that zombie, let's just put a little 128 pixel texture on there because that's all it's showing on him anyway. And it frees that memory up for other stuff. So basically distant objects are going to have not use as much texture memory as they were before.
Another thing I noticed was that the trees look great. Maybe it's because they've made them more lush. They've definitely changed the textures for them. Maybe it's the whole block changes because there's not just the normal pines or birch. They look so lush now, and I think that looks really nice. When you see them in the distance or up close, they just look more dense, not like these sticks sticking up out of the ground and having a forest that doesn't really look like a forest. As Madmole mentioned, they're using texture streaming, which allows for adding a lot more textures at a lower memory usage, and that should be good for everyone. You might also have noticed the sleeper zombies outside. I saw them next to cars, for instance, and I'm sure that they will appear at certain placeables, and I think that's really nice. Instead of just having the walkers standing or walking around, you now have sleepers that will be waking up as you make noise, so you walk past them. I think that's really nice. The addition of power attacks is nice. It should make melee a little bit more in-depth. It does look a little bit weird at times and seems a bit slow, but maybe that's something that depends on the skills or perks of weapons, so that using a basic club maybe it's not as good as using a machete or a sword, for instance. You do have an expandable backpack. While some might dislike having a row less to start with, it does mean you can get an extra row later on as well. I personally prefer this being a sort of a wearable item, such as a backpack that you have to wear to get the extra rows, rather than a perk. But if the perk is relatively easily accessible, so that we can regain the lost row pretty fast and then expand into the last row, maybe, late early or early mid-game, maybe that'll work out fine anyway.
You're probably wondering, oh no, what's this? You guys are probably wondering, uh-oh, what happened to my backpack? So what's going on here is expandable storage. So you're only starting out with 3 rows now, but as you perk up and buy the right perks, you're going to be able to unlock more space. You can ultimately carry way more than you ever could once you unlock these. So a little bit of a setback to you old players, but new players won't know it. Really, it won't matter, but as you play the game, you can buy perks and you can get more storage, which is awesome.
So there is a whole new zombie pathing system with AI updates.
So we've got a whole new pathing system. Zombies can definitely path better than they ever could. Thank God he made it through that door. I thought he was going to make me look bad.
While details are pretty scarce, Madmole did mention that Vultures now tend to circle and have a higher chance of attacking the players if they're damaged, for instance. And you see this happening in the video with Madmole here getting slashed by the Vulture while he was fighting because he had been hit by another zombie. So I think that's cool. Maybe at some point we can get some more complex AI action occurring and better group behaviors so that you feel like a group of zombies are attacking you rather than just individual zombies that happen to be coming in your direction. I'm sure you can find more than 5 good things, and you might disagree with the above ones. So don't forget to like if you agree and comment below if you disagree. Next time, we'll take a look at some of the bad things spotted in Madmole's video, with the community being up in arms about some of the changes, but we'll save that for the next video.
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the vetted community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.